Hello, everybody. We've got some news that I want to go over today. We have Caliban Prime coming out on Tuesday, and also there's going to be some new Tennogen items available on Tuesday as well. So that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the upcoming Caliban Prime launch. So for those who are unfamiliar, Caliban is a sentient-themed Warframe. I'm going to do a preview where I talk about his abilities, since I do have the basic one after this. But he will be coming out on Tuesday. He's going to have the Venado Prime weapon and the Vidaria Prime weapon. And let's see what it says about that. This doesn't really say what kind of weapon that is. This here looks like a sniper. So the Vidaria is a sniper rifle. And then he does have his Prime Regalia, and there's exclusive Prime lifts for those who end up getting the Prime access and not just farming him through the game. And I will be farming him through the game. And the second bit of news that we have here is the Tennogen factions that is also coming out on Tuesday as well. So here we've got some new fashion frame items. So we have the Gauss Prophetess skin and helmet, which is this look here. And there is the Zakonos Syandana. And there's also a Jotunheim whip skin, Zariak's leg armor, and Zariak's chest armor that are going to be coming out. We've got our close-up here of the Gauss skin. This is the Syandana. Here is the whip skin. That's pretty cool. I'm not seeing an image for the chest and the leg armor. Oh no, here it is. It's in the same thing as whip skin. So it's this little piece here and this piece here. The leg armor looks really nice. That could fit onto a lot of frames for sure. Okay, now that we've talked about the news, I do want to go over Caliban's abilities here, just so that way we can get more of an insight into him. Oops, did not mean to do that. So under the abilities here, his passive is that allies with an affinity range get up to 50% resistance to the types of damage they're currently taking. So that is a great survival skill, and you can increase the affinity range with using the Vazarin Operator and Drifter School as well, with the ability from that. The first ability that he has is Razor Gyre. So it's dash forward in a spinning vortex of death. Struck enemies are inflicted with Tau status, making them more vulnerable to all other status effects. And then for each enemy hit, recover a portion of energy cost as well as health and shields. So basically, it restores your health, your shields, and it's a great movement ability as well. And then enemies lifted by Sentient Wrath take increased damage. Then the second ability here is Sentient Wrath. Smash the ground, sending out a radial wave of destruction. Those not killed by the initial blast are helplessly raised into the air, where they take amplified damage for a short time. So this is kind of like the Rhino Stomp, in a way, where we're just lifting the enemies and immobilizing them. And then here we've got Lethal Progeny, which is a summoning skill. So it's cycle through sentient unit types, then summon them to Caliban's side. Conculists focus on raw melee damage. Ortholis specialist in ranged attacks and inflict Tau status effect, and Sumulists summon their own Corliss and provide shield protection for the squad. So normally most people in a squad, you will see them using the Sumulists for the shield buff, although the Ortholists and the Conculists are good as well, but the Ortholists are commonly used with Caliban's Augment mod, which I'm going to get into here after this. And then lastly, we've got Fusion Strike, which is convert 3 streams of raw energy upon a single point, causing a massive explosion. The streams strip armor and shields, and each enemy struck detonates on-stream convergence. Summoned Conculists can wield their own mini Fusion Strikes. So the melee units that you can summon, they're going to do this ability randomly. Now, with the augment mod here. It's for Razor Mortar. That's the first ability. So it groups enemies together. So when you're gonna dash through them, it's actually gonna group them up. And then the Ortholis, that's a ranged summon unit from ability 3. They're gonna give 70% electricity damage and fire rate, focusing on those enemies. So they're gonna obliterate anything that you're dashing through using this ability. Now I've got to be honest, I haven't been on my Caliban a whole lot. Because I usually am on, Octavia, Titania, Protea, I would say, are my 3 main. But with the Caliban Prime coming out, I'm definitely excited about that. Especially with the summoned Sentients. They're just kind of cool. I do like the summoned Sentients a whole lot. So that's the ability overview, and then I don't have either of the other weapons, and I do believe the weapons coming out are going to be new anyway. So hopefully that gives you some more information to decide if the Caliban Prime is one of the Warframes that you want to go for or not. Alright, that is it for this video. Now if you did want to get the normal Caliban to come out before Prime Access drops on Tuesday. Normal Caliban, you can get the blueprint for him off of the market, and then the parts drop from Narmar bounties. Narmar bounties, you can only access if you have completed the new war. And so just keep that in mind. And then the parts do rotate out every couple hours, because if you do bounties a lot, you would be familiar. On all of the bounty planets, the reward rotation does switch out every few hours. Anyway, that is it for this video. I hope this information helped you. Thanks for watching, and everybody have a great rest of your weekend.